Before we start this video, I would like to point out that it is now possible to buy a legal copy of Windows 10 Pro at my own website, PredCaliber.com. You can click on buy software, and for only $11 you have a 100% legal Windows 10 Pro key, a retail version, so no OEM key, a retail version. And this key is 100% verified against any form of credit card fraud, and it is multi-language and region free. So this means you can use this key anywhere in the world where you live. For more information, check out my website PredCaliber.com and click on buy software. Welcome to this extra part of the Skyrim Special Edition 2019 100 Mods Edition, where I will show you how you can easily change ENB and weather mods. And the reason why ENB and weather mods is such important is because it's the combination usually of an ENB and a weather mod which belongs together. So what we did use in this tutorial, at least what I did use in the tutorial, was Obsidian Weathers and Omnius ENB. While I really love this combination, as you can see here in the screenshots, and yeah, for me it just looks very great, very atmospheric. I can understand that you maybe prefer something more colorful or just a completely different ENB, and in that case I will show you how to easily switch between ENB and weather mods. So for an example, what I'm going to use in this tutorial is actually the other combination in this tutorial, and that's Cathedral Weathers and Semi-Realist ENB. So that are completely different ENBs, but feel free to use an ENB which you like on the Skyrim Special Edition Nexus. That's important. Yeah, just what you like. But I do recommend, and let me try to search for FireMyNF. FireMyNF, as you can see here, he has currently still his most popular ENB, Skyrim, as he re-engaged ENB. It's by far the most popular one. Still, as you can see here, it has 15,000 likes and 841,000 downloads, which is insane if you compare it with the number 2, which is Rudy ENB, which is also a great ENB. But I have to say, FireMyNF really does do a great job. Also, the number 4 mod of most endorsements, Natural View Tamriel, is a great ENB as well. And what I also here, Intrigued ENB, as you can see, this guy knows how to create ENBs, and not only are the ENBs great, but also he adjusts them very well to existing weather mods. So that's why I do recommend picking one of his ENBs. But of course, you're free to pick whatever you like. It's your game, and that's something I always say in all my tutorials. But in this case, again, we're going to pick Cathedral Weathers and Semi-Realist, so we're going to switch to that instead of Obsidian Weathers and Omnius ENB. So, enough introduction talk. What we want to do now first is we want to download Cathedral Weathers and Seasons, assuming that this is the Weathers mod that you're going to use. We're going to use that for this example. So download, in this case, that will be Cathedral Weathers and Seasons. And in this case, we also want to download the mod which belongs to that, and that is Semi-Realist ENB. Well, since I love to do preparation, of course I already did do that, and I did place everything here in the in this folder, which I did create live after the tutorial. And what you also would like to have is the ENB binaries, and you probably already did download them in the last part for the installation for the ENB, so they're probably here somewhere. But make sure all these mods are here inside here. So to switch first, the first thing we want to do is install this new weather mod. So first, what we want to do now is look up where our current weather mod is, and that is in this case Obsidian Weathers, and that's priority level 42. So we want to uncheck Obsidian Weathers, and let's see, do we want to do that? Obsidian Weathers, and it also comes with an ESP, so we want to check that where this is, and that's Obsidian Weathers here, and the ESP position is at priority list 14. So let's maybe wait a little bit before we uncheck the mod, so we can like check again where the priority lists are. Then you want to add these mods. So let's see, let's search for the weather mod. In this case, that is Cathedral Weathers. So you can just add Cathedral Weathers in your mod organizer. Click manual to make sure everything is placed correctly. All right, and then let's see, does it come with an options form? No, it does not. So let's double check again where our current weather mod is, and that is Obsidian Weathers. It's at priority list number 42. So we scroll down to Cathedral Weathers and we drag and drop it at the same position, or in this case directly under Obsidian Weathers, which is here. And alright, let's see. Now you can also activate Cathedral Weathers, and let's check the name of the ESP. So Obsidian Weathers has priority list 14 in this case. That means we can, let's see, we can drag and drop it directly underneath it. And now we do have 2 weather mods enabled, which is going to be very horrible if we are going to play the game right now. So that's not what we want to do. You want to uncheck, in this case, Obsidian Weathers, and we now have successfully activated Cathedral Weathers and also successfully placed and activate its ESP in the correct priority list for Skyrim Special Edition. So let's double check that again. Cathedral Weathers is now priority number 14. There's one thing which I didn't thought of but now, and that is that if you're not using, let's see if I say this correctly, if you're not using Obsidian Weathers, you don't have Obsidian Mountain Fog, and let's see if I don't have it here. I do have it here, okay. What you want to do is you want to download Obsidian Mountain Fog and you want to place it after this weather mod. So I'm not sure if I did download this mod in the tutorial. Let's see, weather environment. I do have it here, so in that case I can also still activate this and place it directly under our Cathedral Weathers, since we do not have Obsidian Weathers anymore and we want that great mountain fog. So we want to place it at priority 44. So let's do that right now, priority list 44. And that is here. And then activate the mod. And let's double check again. Cathedral Weathers is at priority list 14. So we want to drag and drop the ESP also directly under Cathedral Weathers, which is here. So this is now the correct load order, and we still have the Great Mountain Fog, as you can see here. And also maybe I do have it, I have some screenshots, I think also here maybe. Here, this mountain fog just looks great, so you don't want to miss that as well. Once you did install that, it is now time to prepare and install the ENB, because that's something we still need to do. What you want to do now is create a new folder and name this the, let's say the ENB we're going to use. So that will be in this case semi-realist and Cathedral. It doesn't really matter the name, but you want to make sure you can identify the name for your ENB and weather mods. First, what we want to do is we want to open up the folder for the ENB binary folders, and you want to copy only D3, D11 on the DLL, and D3, the compiler _46E, and you want to paste it in here. And let me double check that to be sure. Is that true? Yeah, that is true. Okay, great. And now let's see, let's go back. And now you want to open up the new ENB. And if you're using an ENB from FireMineF, you always have the same structure regarding ENBs. If you're using a different ENB which you did not create, then you have to make sure to check on the files you're going to need from that ENB. But first of all, if you do have a FireMineF ENB, then you can open up first the main file, the full quality, that's what I recommend, and then drag and drop all these files here. And then also you want to go back to optional DAW strengths, and I recommend the default DAW, and drag and drop that here and here. And then you can replace and overwrite the files. Now you have this, you have all these files, so inside your freshly created folder, just copy all these files. Then go to your Skyrim Special Edition game folder, which is here. And I did create a lot of screenshots, but I have them double because I already did create them with NVIDIA Shadowplay. So let me just clear these up to, not to have such a mess showed to you guys. And then once you're inside your Skyrim SE folder, your game folder, so that's your Steam library, Steam Apps Common, Skyrim Special Edition, just paste and overwrite the current ENB files which are inside your main game folder. Alright, that should be pretty much it. Now you can go to Mod Organizer, run SKZ64 again, and you should have a different weather mod with a different ENB. And yeah, for the rest, it should just run the same way. Click and run for the exe file. You don't need to run any lot generators or something like that again. You're fine to start your Skyrim Special Edition again. So, hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Yeah, that's it pretty much. I hope to see you at one of my next videos. Take care and bye-bye.